Guys, what is going on, man? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for cooling with Jay. Welcome to another episode of moto vlogging. So as y'all know, Competition Werks still has my bike. This is a short update for y'all, for those of you, because it's been like 2 weeks since I posted a video. So just a quick update. Short answer is Competition Werks still has it. Like someone commented a few days ago, you know, he said, are you sure they can make an exhaust in like 3 weeks? Well, the exhaust is basically made, okay? They're just working on the fender kit now. The exhaust whole process took a little longer than they thought, but I personally told them, hey, take all the time you need. I could have had my bike this week, but I said, hey, you know, I understand how it feels to be rushed. I don't want you to feel rushed, right? This is just as much as a benefit for you as it is for me. So I wouldn't want somebody to rush me on a project I'm gonna call mine. So why would I rush somebody else? And as you're watching this video right now, basically by next weekend, I should have my bike back to me. However, there will not be the new exhaust on my bike because, like I said, that's just the prototype. So they use my bike to retrofit the prototype to then, from that, start making or mass producing the exhaust to then sell. So once that happens, then I'll have that exhaust in, and then from there I can take it back to them and have them put it on and all that, okay? So when my bike gets back, it won't have that exhaust. So don't be expecting me to have the exhaust, not just quite yet, but I will eventually. But I will have the fender kit on there. And for those of you who've been watching my social media, again, please follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter. All the links will be down below because I post content there weekly. So basically, if you've been following me on social media, you know that they got my exhaust painted. So it's been ceramic coated now, black instead of the silver, which I hate, right? And that was one of the top 5 things I wanted done on my bike. Eventually, it just so happened that they knew a guy who does this, and he did it for free, right? And I mean, he charged me, but the guy at CompWorks took care of it, so it basically was zero out of my pocket. So once again, you know, that's just one of the things about doing business with people, is stuff like this happens, right? So I also got that done. So once you see the bike next week, you will notice that the exhaust will be fully black underneath and no more silver. So, and I believe I'm probably one of the few out there who's painted it yet so far that I've seen. I saw one company on Instagram. But anyway, so it'll be here next week. That will be done. Okay. So yeah, they have the bike right now. In this video, I am going to give you a sound clip because, like I said, I went up there, I hung out with the guys practically all day long, right? I got there around 11. I didn't leave till almost 5:30, 6 o'clock. And it's a 3-hour drive south of Portland and an hour past Eugene, basically, to get to the shop. And I was in no rush to leave, and they were in no rush to kick me out. I got there, we walked around, I saw the bike. They had just finished putting the new exhaust on there. They rolled into the dyno. They did some pulls on the dyno, which you'll hear in this video. I can't show you the exhaust yet because, again, it's still in the prototype phase, so I can't show you the exhaust, but you will be able to hear the exhaust. And once he gives me the okay, because like I said, this exhaust is about 90% done, so it isn't their final work. So why would they want somebody putting out something that's not the final completion? You know, even brand new cars that they're still in that whole test phase will cover up parts of the car they're still working on. That's kind of what people do, right? So again, guys, don't be shocked. All companies do this. They were done doing the dyno run. Again, I will post the weight drop. I will post the horsepower increase numbers, what the stock exhaust weighed, what it weighed with the new exhaust, and all of that. And like I said, everything's in the video. You'll see the actual dyno readout for the bike. And they also broke in my bike by itself. Took both audio from both the stock exhaust and their aftermarket GP race exhaust. So it is a GP race exhaust, okay? It's legit. So you'll get to hear all 3, and like I'll say, but you know, I'll say it now and I'll say it then. I have heard, of course, the 1299. I've heard, of course, obviously my V4. And then when I went back to Motocorsa, I forget what day it was, but a guy who had purchased the V4S had just finished installing the A-crop on his S. So I actually got to hear the guy go out and test ride it and do some pulls in that too. So I've heard 2 in person, okay? I haven't heard SC Project, I haven't heard Austin Racing, or whoever else is making exhausts for the V4, but I've definitely heard those 2. So nothing against their exhaust, the A-crop exhaust, you know, nothing against it, but I personally, after hearing this one, both in person and both close up, I pick CompWorks every day. So, and it's, you know, potentially gonna be a little cheaper. And that's minus the install, because you gotta remember your average exhaust. And I talked to the guys at Ducati. It was pretty much a whole day process to put on that exhaust. So for the full system. Apparently online you can get the slip-on and the full system. So you got to think about, and I don't know Ducati didn't tell me their quoted number for their labor, but I'm just thinking $100 per hour, and it took them all day. So I'm thinking 7 to 9 hours of labor. Pretty much, let's just say $1,000 on top of whatever the exhaust costs in labor. So, and if I want this exhaust on my bike, CompWorks will do it for me. So that's another grand I've pretty much saved myself. So again, I'm very, very grateful for this opportunity. I'm shocked because at least from my experience and what I've seen, this kind of stuff happens with people who, you know, have had their channel up for 6-7 years. They got a trillion subs and all these sponsorships. I'm still a nobody on YouTube, but yet I'm able to have a exhaust on my bike and pay zero money for it, to get exhaust and install for nothing. Only thing it took me was 3 weeks of my time. And you know, I don't even make $3 grand from work in 3 weeks. So to kind of give you that in perspective. So I mean, that's, you know, I'm just grateful to God that He's opening these doors for me, because He gets all the thanks, He gets all the glory, because it's not anything I'm personally doing. This other updates to my channel, for those of you also, again, who've been following me on social media, know that I purchased a Phantom 4 drone. It actually crashed. It wasn't to me. It wasn't my fault. I wasn't flying it crazy. Trust me, I've grown up playing fighter jet planes with joysticks since I was 4 years old. So using a joystick to me just feels normal. So it wasn't the flying. What we think it was, the battery popped out while I was making a backup, whatever, to then fly forward to shoot this video, and it popped out. The reason why also is because the battery was more damaged than the drone was, which means it had to fall from a higher height than the drone did, plus it's heavier. So I'll be getting the new one sent to me tomorrow, so I'll be doing that as well. Like I said, I'm shooting my Portland drone video that you'll see coming soon. It's taking some time because I lost it, not lost, but between the whole drone and trying to get it replaced and buying a new one. So that's, so yeah guys, that's pretty much what's been happening the last 2 weeks. So yeah guys, I mean, if there's any other reason to not like them, it's because they're based out of the US, and they're based out of Oregon, which Oregon is weird for stuff like this. You know, Ducati being the #1 dealer in the US, and it's in Oregon. This shop is in Oregon. So yeah guys, if you're looking for an exhaust for your V4, remember, like I said, stay tuned to my channel for all the updates. Again, as soon as they say yes, you know, I will be posting the video of the exhaust and the whole experience of driving down there and all of that. So I mean, essentially, other than them, I'll be the only one with that content up. Oh, also, it will come back with the fender kit on. So that whole weird, bulky fender kit will be gone. It'll be much, you know, it'll look great, much more streamlined. That will be on there. And then some other little bits and pieces that they added as well. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you guys for your patience. Like I said, more content is to come. I'm just in this weird phase of finally getting the bike back, finally getting the drone and all that situated to start pumping out more than just video game content. Don't worry, it's coming. Hey, if any of y'all have, you know, any questions about anything, please feel free to let me know. Like I said, I'm here to help y'all as y'all are here to help me, right? by the more views and likes and stuff that y'all do. For me, is more other content I'm able to do, and the more you do, the more feedback I have for you. So if there's any questions you have about audio setup, my camera, the camcorder, the audio, the mic, using Adobe, what kind of gear do I have, the bike, whatever, how did I get it set up, what were some of my drawbacks and frustrations, what things that I wish I could change if I could do it all over again. Whatever question that you have, guys, don't be afraid to ask, because I'm sure some of y'all out there might want to do this very thing. And like I said, about a month ago I started, so to think a month and a week ago I was just like some of you watching someone else do YouTube, wishing I could be in a situation that of making YouTube content, and here I am. Maybe a little over a month now, but it's close. Let's just say a month and a half. So over a month and a half ago, I had no idea this was coming, and now here I am making content in front of y'all with the bike of my dreams, getting stuff done to it. So things can change overnight, so because they did for me. So yeah, guys, if you have any questions about anything, let me know. I will in the future be doing some reviews, some tech reviews as well on my channel about the camera and audio and Adobe and all the little things I have, the computer I got, all the things that I think people should know and might want to know if they're starting out, because so you can skip over those things that I wish I knew, because when I went to search for it, there wasn't much content out there that showed me how to overstep some of the obstacles that I had to go to. So yeah, guys, that's like I said, I'm here to help. I don't believe in the whole me helping you, takes away from me. That's not how I was raised. That's not my belief. That isn't my background. Me helping you is not going to dictate what I do or don't get. What is for me, and no one can take that from me except for me, unless God doesn't want me to have it. But if you want to start your YouTube channel to moto vlog on your own motorcycle and you're new just like me, your views and your content and your followers isn't based or not based on me. If my followers follow you, great. Like I said, if I make money from YouTube, great. And if I don't, great. Because I truly enjoy getting up doing it. Have a great weekend. Peace.